last time on Garock Farms. Hello everyone and welcome to Garock Farms. We are harvesting hay silage today. It is day number 3, part 2. It's the second part of the day. It's a bit past noon right now and we've had a really productive day so far. We've been really cruising along. We're over half done. We've probably done 17 or so acres and we got around 15 left to do. The chopper has been running good. Dad's been in that all day. Mason and I have been hauling loads, doing some packing. My mother, she's on the packing tractor now, that 1066. Oh, and he's down here below the road, raking this field, doubling it up so it's easier on the chopper, a bit more efficient for it, less turning around. The sun is shining, the wind is starting to blow, and the hay is drying fast, which is a good thing. So now we are the bottleneck. We just gotta move as fast as we can to harvest it at the perfect moisture. I have a feeling by the end of today, some of it might be a little too dry. So if you haven't already, make sure to go back and watch part 1 of day 3, and we hope you enjoy the video. Picked up a hitchhiker. Owen's done raking this lower field. All that's left to rake is the meadow, but I'm gonna go down there because it's a bit trickier field. It's a lot tighter area to work in, and you really gotta take your time and know what you're doing down there. So Owen's gonna haul loads for a little bit, maybe get in the packing tractor. This is the first load coming off of this field below the road. How'd it go raking it up? Is it drying quick, Owen?
Yeah, it's I feel like it's a lot drier than yesterday. I mean, it rolled a little bit in the middle because I had to go across the windrows, but I tried to not roll it the best I could. It looked pretty good for the most part.
Maybe you want to take that for him. Here, I'm gonna give you guys the Owen. I have a bit of an Owen cam.
All right, guys, it's Owen's time to shine now. Hopefully I don't unhook it and it goes rolling down the hill. That's all I'm hoping for. Otherwise, we're gonna have a good time, because I mean, on this field, the only time a trailer ever got away, my dad was on this field, came rolling down the hill, right into the valley. If you went there, you probably see some of the rubble or whatever. He got most of it out, but yeah, it was crazy stuff. Anyway,
change of plans. Owen hopped on the 7405. Mason, he's gonna do that raking quick because he's got an appointment to go to. So instead of potentially me taking too long raking and not getting to the pile soon enough, we don't have to worry about anyone on the pile stopping. So then the chopper can keep moving, and then Mason should have enough time to rake this, get to his appointment today. I'll hand you guys over to Mason. He can show you what he's doing in the meadow and explain how strategic that is down there. I'll see you guys in maybe a half hour or so. There's a lot of weird crooks and crannies back here that the chopper can't really fit into. We're still able to mow it, get the mower in there and around places, but I gotta rake this where the chopper can kind of maneuver up in here due to these ponds. And we just cleared a lot of this stuff out a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, so there's still a few stumps breaking down and still some sticks here and there, so I gotta kind of clean that and sort that out on the back cut. But I mean, the last year or two it's been getting a lot better. Owen and I have been switching off about halfway through the haul here. That way I can stay on the pile and loading, and he doesn't have to worry about that. He can just focus on driving. Especially now that we're getting up there, we definitely want to be cautious of where we're putting loads and make sure we're spreading it nice and even the entire length of the pile. Not an ideal situation for a younger guy to practice on. Good news, now since Mason left, Steve is here, which I'm super excited about. It's always nice having Steve here. He's a great guy, and he always helps out a lot when he's here. So I think eventually here it'll be me and him hauling loads, and then maybe Owen will get back in the packing tractor. But right now Steve's packing on the pile. He's in that old 1066 And that'll be good too, the closer we get to evening chores. If we're not quite done chopping yet, it'll be really handy having another guy. And Mason, he should be back by then, and we should be closer to the yard as well. And then when it comes to pinning the pile, it'll be nice to have an extra set of hands for that as well. Silage. Looking at what he's got left, I'm estimating maybe 2.5 loads down there, and then probably another load and a half, 2 loads in the meadow. So we're getting down there. Soon we'll be back on that big stretch on top and covering that pile. I didn't switch off with Owen this time. We're in the middle of the pile, so I figured it'd be good for him to experience that a little bit. And Steve's down there to help him too, so I ain't too worried about it. Figured better give Owen a little experience getting up on the pile by himself before we get to that final touches of the pile. Especially now, we're, like I said, we're right in the middle. Both edges are done, and now when it comes to chopping, all the fields on the far back side of the farm is done. Now we've moved on to that bigger field that we left the center of, above the calf barn, above the building site, and things are going swell. We're gonna save the meadow for last in case anything happens down there. We want to be done with the main stuff. It's always a little interesting getting down in there. Silage headed to the yard. It's looking like we'll have one more load up here and then it's off to the meadow. So the finish line is near when it comes to chopping anyways. Putting the pile together, that can still be a bit of a job, but we do have a lot of help here today, so that shouldn't go too bad. I wanted to remind you guys to go check us out at GearHogFarms.com. That's our very own website where we sell these awesome hats along with some cowbells. We're sold out of cowbells currently. I need to make another batch, so let me know down in the comments if there's any more interest for that, because every time I've put them up there, you guys have bought them right away, which I am super grateful for and did not expect. Same with the hats. Thank you to all of you who have bought a hat, and if you haven't got yourself a hat or want to get another hat, still got some at GearHogFarms.com. So go check us out and let us know what you think of the website down below in the comments. The meadow. If you guys have followed the channel, you've kind of seen the progression of this field. I really like that we opened all this up and made this a usable piece of the farm instead of just woodland. And we got the ponds, and those have filled up this year with all the rain, and now we're making a crop, and it's actually really dry, super dry. Talking to Dad, we're gonna bring one more in here just to be safe. He only put less than half a load on this one, just to ensure that we can get out of here. That's the only downside of this field access in here. It's a pretty steep climb, so definitely gonna make sure four-wheel drive is on, be ready to lock the diff and try to crawl on out of here. If it was wet at all, we would not be coming in and out of here. We would be leaving this, especially with you know, the cost of equipment. We can't risk wrecking something just for these couple acres down here. But it's nice when we got good weather and we can make something useful out of this. A little slippage there, just a hint. This will be the next one here. It's a bit steeper than it looks on camera. All right. And we are out. That wasn't too bad. I think it helps that hay down there is getting dry. It's honestly a bit too dry already, but who would have guessed down in the valley like that, all shaded, that, you know, it was cut yesterday too, but it's still feed. It's good feed. It's going on the pile. It's a couple extra tons of feed. Isn't that just a beautiful sight, all those freshly harvested hay fields? And that is gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. It was a great couple days of haying. We got a lot done in a short amount of time, and we had plenty of help, and it was a lot of fun. So thanks for coming along with. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate you watching. As always, we will see you next time.